Bobby Brown was a soldier. He loved it. He did his best in everything he was told to do. He was a fun guy, and he got on well with everyone in his platoon. But the best thing about him was that he loved God. One day, they were standing in line waiting for their orders from the sergeant. He marched up, saluted the platoon, and they saluted back.
You are going to a secret location to do a top secret mission called Operation X.
When the platoon arrived at their secret location, Bobby Brown was put in charge of Operation X. He was so pleased. He knew that God had chosen him to do something very important.
This operation is going to be tough, but I know God loves you, and I know He will save you from any trouble. Just trust Him and listen to any instructions I give you.
Just like Bobby Brown knew that God loved him, you need to know that God loves you. God has always loved you. John chapter 17 verse 24 says, "You've loved me before the world began." He loved you before you were born. It doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, or what you look like. God has always loved you. He loves you now. He loved you yesterday and will love you forever. However, one soldier, Jackson James, didn't feel as if anyone loved him. He got so jealous of Bobby Brown. After the operation planning meeting, he was so mad that he locked himself in the bathroom so he could be away from everyone else. He couldn't believe they put Bobby in charge of the operation. He just kept thinking over and over again.
Why him? Why not me?
He knew what he was going to do. He was going to go and attack the enemy before Bobby's instruction and defeat them on his own. He didn't need Bobby Brown. He didn't need anyone. That night, they went to Location Hideout, a house located near the enemy's camp. They all waited and watched until they saw the enemy start to come out from hiding. The platoon waited for Bobby Brown's signal, all except for Jackson James.
I see them! I see them!
He shouted as he ran out of the door, shooting his gun in all directions. All of a sudden, they heard gunshots firing back. Grenades and bombs were going off everywhere and the ground was shaking.
Jackson, come back! You'll get yourself killed!
One of the soldiers shouted. Another soldier was watching out of a window.
Bobby Jackson's down. He needs help.
Everyone, stay here. Shoot from here. Throw the grenades from here. Just stay inside and distract the enemy away from me. I need to get Jackson back inside. Bobby Brown opened the door, kept down low, and ran towards Jackson James.
Jackson! Jackson! Don't worry. I'm here. It's Bobby. Hey Jackson, can you hear me?
Bobby? Bobby? Is that you? I will listen to you, man. Why are you here? Why are you risking your life for me? No one cares for me that much.
Look, God loves you that much. Me doing this shows that.
Bobby said as he picked Jackson up and took him back to the Location Hideout.
No matter what you do, God loves you. He always has.
Jackson didn't listen to his instructions. He did something wrong. Everyone has done things wrong in their life because all of us have sinned. But even when you sin and disobey God, God still loves you because God's love doesn't change. God is not pleased when you sin and He wants you to ask for forgiveness. But He does not base His love for you on how you act. God doesn't love you one day and then stop loving you the next. He doesn't just love you when you are good and then hate you when you're bad. God has always loved you, and He always will, because His love doesn't change. Jackson began to understand that God loved him, but as soon as Bobby Brown had pulled Jackson into the hideout, there was a huge crash. Something smashed through the window. All of a sudden, there was complete panic. Grenade! Grenade! People ran everywhere, trying to get away. They were all going to die. Bobby had to do something. He had to save his platoon. If he did not do something, they're all going to die. What was he going to do? In his head, there was only one option. Then, Bobby jumped onto the grenade. The grenade went off, but only one person died. Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown died to save his platoon so that they could live. When the soldiers saw what Bobby Brown had done for them, they knew it was because of God's love. They decided to live for God from that day on. The end.